Hey guys, so I'm here to report back a little bit of doctor updates and body updates, what's going on. So I wrote down everything as things were happening so that I could remember it when this day came. So that's what I will be reading off of here. But a rundown of things. On Friday the 17th of June, I got some blood work done with my midwife. She went ahead and pulled my HCG and my progesterone. So I got those results back on Monday the 20th, and my HCG, even though I'd been having some funky, weird symptoms and everything, my HCG ended up being -2. -2. So that just, not pregnant at all. So I'm not pregnant right now. And my progesterone came back at 0.5. What she told me is that means I am at the beginning of my cycle. And that was as of, Monday, a couple days ago. I'm at the beginning of my cycle, and that it is likely that I haven't ovulated yet. So even though I was getting positive ovulation strips, I guess I haven't ovulated yet, according to the blood work. So I ended up stopping my ovulation strips on that Sunday, actually, the day before I found out the blood work results. Just because I'm not really worried about it right now. I'm just kind of taking it as is. I'm getting my checkups and everything, and just casually trying to conceive, not like on a day-to-day, every day, oh my gosh, we need to do this kind of thing. A lot of people do that, and I don't want it to end up being like that. I don't want it to end up being a planned thing where, oh, well, these are the days, and this is when it has to happen, and this is how it has to happen, and then we have to test this. I want it to happen a little more organically while I'm still young. Yes, I want a baby. So does Darren. But at the same time, I'm not in a super, super rush. Oh my gosh, we have to do it this month or next month. I have to get pregnant. No, I'm not in that big of a rush. So I had the positive ovulation strips for 6 days straight. They were positive, super positive, but I had negative pregnancy tests. On this last pregnancy, I actually tested with a pregnancy test because I was getting consistent positive ovulation strips. And a lot of the times when you're pregnant, your ovulation strips are going to show up positive. So that's what made me do that, and it ended up being positive, the pregnancy test, and I was pregnant. So this time around, I had a lot of weird symptoms, so I was like, okay, well, let me just try it anyway. And no, I got some negative pregnancy tests. Trying to think what else here. Oh. So because I'm getting a bunch of positive ovulation tests, I'm just going to go with a different brand and a different batch just to make sure that they're not old or they're faulty or something. I'm just going to go with a different one. So I'm going to order those up. I really want my period to come, because if I get a period, then that's a good starting point. Right now, the last period was the miscarriage on the 25th. So basically 4 weeks ago, that's when it happened. So it kind of sucks, because it's one of those things where it's like, well, what's your starting point? Did I ovulate? Did I not? When should I expect a period? It's really hard to calculate. But I've kind of just laid off the strips right now, and I'm just taking a break from it. Probably in another week or two, I'll just get back into it. And then Wednesday, I went to my gynecologist, my OBGYN, and I had a pap done, and we basically talked about what our next steps were. Now, what he ended up telling me was that he did find out the reason I miscarried this last time. He, going over my records, wasn't able to find out what happened last year with Noelle, But as far as this one goes, he said it was a subchorionic clot. And what that means, if you don't know, is that the fertilized egg attached to my uterus. However, once the placenta started to develop, there was a gap between the fetus and or the placenta and my uterus lining. And what happens is, because of that space, a clot forms, and if that clot is big enough, the pregnancy is not viable. It'll detach itself and it'll flush it out. So that's basically what happened this time around with this miscarriage. Not really anything you can do about it. You can't. So it was just my body naturally saying, hey, this one's not going to work out. Let's go ahead and clean you out. Get ready for another one. So we talked about that. I had my pap done. I will probably hear back from him in a couple weeks regarding that. I have a follow-up appointment in a month from now on July 20th. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know where I'm going, but we are. Maybe it's in case I get pregnant between now and then. I'm not sure. But everything else is okay right now. I've been debating whether or not I want to discuss something regarding my pap smear that I had done the week before I got my positive pregnancy test. It's extremely personal. However, it's not just personal to me. It will expose some details of other people. So I have not really made a decision whether or not I want to talk about that yet. I'm very open about it. If you ask me in person, a bunch of my coworkers know, my close friends know, my family knows a little more about it. But I'm unsure if I want to talk about it. From the perspective of me and why I'm doing this vlog now, I do want to talk about it. I know there's a ton of other people out there who have the same thing going on. So I want to put it out there, but I also want to respect the privacy of other individuals who either don't know yet or do know and wish to keep it private. So let me know what you guys want to hear, because I'm very open about it. It's life. It's part of being an adult. It's part of being a grown-up. It's part of being sexually active. So yeah, let me know if you want to know those things. I have no shame saying it. So because my midwife said that I didn't ovulate yet based on my blood work reading, what's crazy is the day before my pap on Wednesday, so on Tuesday, I had, and this is TMI, just anyone who doesn't want to know icky details about a vagina, then scoot out of here. I had a lot of clear, super stretchy discharge. So, of course, that's exactly what happens a couple days before you ovulate. I had so much of it, like out of the blue, just in the middle of the day, whoop, there it was. And so that happened. So I asked my OBGYN the next day, like, he was talking, there was an intern in the office with him. So when we did the pap, which took literally less than like 45 seconds, he mentioned to her, and I'm glad he did because it reminded me to ask him. He said, you know, as you can see, when I swab her cervix, you can see the mucus is very stretchy, it's healthy, it's clear. And that triggered me to let him know, like, hey, by the way, yesterday I had a nice amount during the day of really stretchy, clear discharge. And I said, and I know it did look like egg whites. And when it looks like egg whites, that usually is right before you ovulate. Like, it's basically telling you, hey, have sex now because you're going to release your egg any day now. So I asked him about it, and he's like, okay, well then if that's that, and you were able to, it was real stretchy, you could tell it's different than what you normally are used to, then yeah, you may be ovulating right now. So that was cool. We took advantage of that. So this month was basically a bust because I hadn't ovulated yet. However, I should have, based on my cervical mucus, I should have ovulated this week in the last couple days, maybe even today still. I don't know, because that was just Tuesday and today's Friday. So it may have happened. I guess I'll find out in like 2 weeks or so. I'll let you guys know. If I get any more of those crazy symptoms, I don't know. I'm not going to let them get to me, because I thought that maybe I was pregnant, but no. Turns out I am negative pregnant, so that's not it. And as far as any other trying to conceive things go, I don't think I have any other details. That's basically caught up on what's going on now. And personal life, if you watched the last video I posted about my life updates, no, I don't really have a lot going on. I'm getting a lot more baking orders. A lot of you know that I bake to pay for college, and to help with bills. And I'm getting orders, like I'm getting calls every week, like every other day. Somebody's contacting me, which is amazing. I really, really appreciate that. Like, it's totally helping. Because of the amount of time that I'd been out of work, Darren's hours got cut. We've just been hurting. And yeah, it was very nice to see that I have a lot of baking business coming in. So thank you for that. If any of you who are watching ordered or asked about ordering or are thinking about ordering, thank you for that. And as far as Posh goes, I am still an active consultant. I hit my quota for the 6-month period. So yay, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And this next 6 months, from July till the end of the year, I'm going to be pushing that business like crazy. I kind of took a break since we moved and we had a lot of stuff going on here in the spring. So for the fall, the new catalog comes out at the end of July, and I am just going to kick booty with it. I love Posh. Many of you have tried Posh. You love it. I love it. I'm wearing a Posh shirt right now. So I'm going to get back into that business too. So between the new job being a full-time job, baking on my days off and after work, and doing Posh, we're set. And then Darren starts his new job this coming Wednesday on the 29th. That's when his orientation starts. My orientation is Monday. It's only like a 4-hour orientation. And then I start the training the following week. So I've still got another week and a half until that starts. But yay for new exciting things. I'm really excited for how the rest of this year is going to go. I feel really good about it. Really good. So that's basically the life update for now, and trying to conceive update. And I'll keep you guys posted. And tell me if you want to know more details. I just kind of, I'm on the fence. I don't know whether or not I should talk about it. But, yeah, let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. You have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.